We'll just start with the new concept called as the simplification of grammar. Now, why we need to simplify the grammar? Now, simplification grammar means what? Can we write the minimum less number of production for the same productions? That is called as a simplification of grammar. So, whether we'll try to reduce the ambiguous concepts, so we'll have a more simplified productions. That is called as a simplification of grammar. Now, in the simplification of grammar, we can simplify the grammar by three ways. By eliminating useless symbol. Useless symbol. This is the first way of simplifying your grammar. Eliminating useless symbol. Second is called as a eliminate epsilon productions. Eliminate epsilon production. As we know, epsilon productions doesn't mean anything. So mostly we are just if we are putting epsilon, we are just removing epsilon. Epsilon means nothing. So whether we can eliminate the epsilon production, so my grammar will be somewhat easier or simplified format. And third is called as a eliminating unit productions. Eliminating unit production. These are the three ways by which we are trying to simplify the grammar. Simplify the grammar. Okay. First is elimination of useless symbol. Now, what do you mean by useless symbol? First, we'll try to understand what do you mean by useless symbol. Useless symbol means what? The symbol which cannot generate the string. Which cannot generate the string. That is what useless symbol. Epsilon productions, eliminating epsilon productions. So wherever we are having the epsilon productions, we'll just try to remove it, because when we are inserting using the epsilon productions, that will not make any sense into the string, because epsilon doesn't mean anything. So we'll just try to remove that. And third is called as the elimination of unit productions. Unit production means what? If I'm saying A produces B, unit production means what? Unit production. If I'm saying A produces B and B produces C, this two is called as a unit production. Means A produces B and B produces C. So simplify, I can write like this: A produces C, A produces B, B produces C. The simplified is A produces C. So previously there are the two productions. Now I'm having the single production. So this is called as a unit production. Unit productions. So when we'll just solve some problem based on the unit production, that time will be much more clear on this. So these are the three ways of simplification of grammar. We will see one by one. We will see one by one with the help of the examples. With the help of the examples. Now, first of all, elimination of the useless symbol. Now, useless symbol means what? Useless symbol we divide into two categories, two types. First is called as a non-generating. 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 And second is called as a non-reachable. Non-reachable. So these two types of symbols are called as a useless symbol. Now first is called as non-generating symbols and second is called as a non-reachable symbol. Now non-generating or non-reachable. Now first, same. If I am saying S is a variable, S is a variable. So from this S variable, I must get the terminal. I must get the terminal. Because string is made up of the terminal. String is made up of the terminal. So from every symbol, we must get the terminal. Because if with the help of the variable, I am not able to reach to the terminal, we will say yes, this is non-generating. Because we cannot replace this variable with the terminal. Variable with the terminal. The second in a mathematical or symbolically, how we can write? If S is a variable, S is a variable, we are applying the grammar, or the production many times. We must reach to the W. That is the string. That is a string of the alphabet, where W is made up of the terminals, group of terminals. So whether this W is made up of the terminals. Okay. So this is the generating symbol. So from any variable, by applying the grammar multiple times, we must reach to the string. So what is the string? String is the collection of terminals or the combination of terminals. So that time we will say this S is the generating. Okay. So this is the symbolically representation. So first we will see with the generating symbols how to simplify the grammar with the help of the generating symbol. So non-generating symbol, we'll just remove the non-generating symbol. So we'll just take one example. So that example, if we are saying S produces AB or CA, where B produces BC or AB, A produces small a, and C produces small a capital B or B. So this is grammar. Given. Remove non-generating symbols. So these are the production givens. So we have to remove the non-generating symbol. So first we have to identify what do we mean by non-generating symbol. For finding the non-generating symbol, the basic two rules are. So which are the generating symbol? So the first rule is all terminals are generating. All terminals are the generating. Okay. So all terminals are generating because we know the string is made up of the terminals. So if we are getting all the terminals must be a generating. Now second is if we are saying A is a variable and X is a production. So if this variable alpha is a collection of variables. So all collection of variable plus terminals. So if A produces this, so that time this alpha must be generating. So that time we will say A is generating. So when we say A is generating, if the A has a production like this, A belongs to collection of variable terminals, and that variable is generating, that time directly A will become the generating. So these are the two rules. All terminals are generating symbols, and second is if A is having some variable and that variable is generating, that time we will say A is generating. These two rules we have to follow for finding the generating symbol. And but obvious, the rest of the non-generating symbol we'll call it as a non-generating symbol. I will try to solve this problem with the help of these two rules. I will just make a graph for this. Now, as I said, we use the first rule. All terminals are generating. From these four productions. So what are the terminals? So S stands to AB, CA, B produces BC, AB, A is producing A, small a, C is producing small a, B or small b. So as we know, the terminals are always written into the small letters, variables are written into the capital letter. So from here, we'll come to know that there are the two terminals, and these two terminals are generating. So the first set of generating symbol will be your terminal symbol. Now next, we'll use the second rule. A has a production like this, alpha, and alpha is generating. So now we are having the two generating symbol. So with the help of two generating symbol, can we find some generating symbol here? So if we see this A produces small a, so this is generating. So directly your A will become generating. So this A B is already generating. We will know, and with the help of this production, A produces small a. With the help of this production, we'll say A is generating. Okay. Now, if we see C produces small ab, but yes, B is generating. B generating variable. We are not yet find that B generating. But if C produces B, C produces B, and we know that B is generating. So C produces B. That time C will become the generating symbol with the help of this production. Now we are having the four generating symbols. A, B is terminal symbols, and AC is a variable which are generating by the help of the second. Now we are having the four generating symbols. Now with the help of this, we'll try to find some other symbols which are generating. So whether we'll have any other productions which are having this all four generating or any of these four generating directly. So if we check, S produces AB. A is generating, but B is not generating. So this we cannot say this generating. A produces CA. C and A both are generating. So we can say S is also generating. Okay. So we'll again try with the finding new generating symbol. So with the help of this S produces AC, we say S is a generating symbol. Because this production S produces CA, and C and A both are generating symbols. So it will make this S as a generating symbol. Now B produces BC. B yet it is not generating, C is generating, but we cannot say this with the help of this it is generating. AB, B we don't have. So we cannot say that B is generating. This is done, C is done. So remember the pending these variables are this B variable. So B variable, it is having two production BC and AB, but both are not having any productions which will give you the generating symbol. So B produces BC, so where B is not generating, so we cannot use this production to say that B is generating. Even this cannot be claimed that B is generating. So all the production are done. So with the help of this graph, we'll come to know that B is non-generating symbol. Non-generating symbol. B is non-generating symbol. And when we are saying it is non-generating symbol, that time all the production related with that variable, we can remove that production. So all the production related with the non-generating symbol, we can remove all the production. So the simplified grammar is what we can say, S produces AB or AC. Okay, AB or AC. Now B is non-generating. B is non-generating. So we'll just remove this production. So A will be AC only. S will be AC only. Get it? So all the production means what? This production will be get removed. This all production will be get removed. This C produces this production will be get removed because B is non-generating. So the simplified grammar is A produces small a and C produces. This is what your simplified grammar after removal of non-generating symbol. After removal of non-generating symbol. So this is the example of simplification of grammar. The first method called as the elimination of useless symbol, out of which we are seeing non-generating symbol. So the definition of non-generating symbol, a symbol which cannot generate any terminals or any string. So what are the rules to find out the generating symbol? First rule is all terminals are the generating symbols. Second rule is if the production is like A belongs to alpha and alpha is generating, that time we can say the A is generating. With the help of these two rules, we have solved the problem. So for this 4 production, how we started? We started with taking the initial terminals. After that, finding the generating symbol with the help of these terminals, with the help of these product generating symbols. So after that, with the help of these generating